Hey everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play. We're gonna load the save file that I created in the last episode. So, actually what the hell was I doing there? Oh, I was about ready to return to the library. You've once again stepped into the world of survival horror. Good luck. I like the dots that are like, the ellipses that are like sarcastic. Yeah, good luck, you're gonna need it. Ha ha ha. Alright. So looks like I have everything I need. The cog wheel and the crank. I don't need the ink ribbon. Do I need this? I never know if I need the shotgun, so I'm just gonna take it as a precaution, just in case. And we're gonna make our way back to the library. We're just across the way from it anyway. See, it occurs to me that I haven't even begun to speak about the new Resident Evil movie that's in the works at the moment. And I don't know if you guys have been following the story about what's going on with it, but there's so many accidents going on that it's actually really sad. Like, I mean, I criticize those movies and they deserve the criticism because they're terrible, but so this is what I was referring to about the cord, because I used it in the liquor hallway. The zombies poured into the basement, the hallway to the basement, but I'm not gonna need to use that hallway, and I'll show you. But anyway, like, you know, we kind of poke fun and laugh at the movies because they're kind of hilariously bad, but it's actually like really easy to forget that there's real people behind. I thought there would be a liquor up here. I guess I was wrong. That there are, what I was trying to say was that there are real people behind these movies, and a lot of work goes into those movies, good, bad, or indifferent. And it's actually really sad. So for those of you that don't know what I'm referring to, back in September or so of 2015, I guess they were filming some sort of stunt, and one of the stunt women there, I think her name is Olivia Jackson. I don't know who she's the stunt woman for. I don't know if she is the stunt woman for Mila Jovovich or for another actress, but she wound up, I'll push that. She wound up, I think she was riding a motorcycle or something, and she wound up just driving into, she might have lost control of the motorcycle and just drove into a metal camera arm. And I mean, I don't even want to describe what the hell happened to that poor woman, but it was pretty bad. She had some really, really horrible injuries, like really, really bad. And like her face got degloved. I didn't even know that could happen. She's gonna wind up losing an arm. Like, it's really sad. Read into this what you will. It's a Japanese game. But anyway, like, on a more serious note, like, my heart goes out to that stunt woman and her family. I mean, she survived, but she had some really horrendous injuries. And then there was somebody else who actually died on set. He got crushed by some sort of vehicle just the other day. I mean, it's really crazy.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer! Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story. Ben. Bitter irony. The chief of police, co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay. Hang in there, Ben. Oh, my chest. It's burning. What's wrong?
Step on it. Oh. connect attempt to read Mail to the Chief. Mr. Brian Irons, chief of blah, blah, blah. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to the actions of the renegade operative, Albert Wesker. Well, there goes your Wesker reference for the fangirls like me. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. So Rebecca's still alive. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. William Birkin. To Brian Irons, I have deposited the amount of US $10,000 to the account for your services this term as per our agreement. The development of the G-Virus scheduled to replace the T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the executive board for Umbrella Inc. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. We have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella HQ has sent spies to recover my research on the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons. Detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary and contact me immediately through Annette. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella. So first he wanted to be like the part of the executive board.
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey! Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Okay. Yeah, we almost forgot about Claire Redfield, didn't we? A miserable death. Is that it? No. Yeah, it is. I thought he would have some. Well, I mean, he had that file. By the way, I love how all the files that talk about the STARS members, they always single out Chris. Even I was gonna call him Martin. Oops. Marvin, that police officer who died. Even he singled him out. I guess because Claire's in this game, but like, why would they single him out to Leon or anything like that, or in that file that I just read? Like, I could understand if somebody's talking to Claire, like, I get it, okay. But other than that, I don't know, because all the STARS members are pretty dangerous to Umbrella, right? Like, you have, I mean, think about Rebecca. Rebecca, if once you see, I will do a Resident Evil 0 Let's Play. They're actually coming out with an They're actually coming out with an HD version of it. It's not a remake. I think it's just gonna be a port. It's gonna come out pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken. Now, here we go. Trying to think here in terms of ammo and all that jazz. Hang on a second. 1 second. Let's just go ahead and pick this up. I'm just thinking, I'm like, I felt like I should have picked up some Magnum bullets. Oops. You know what I'm thinking? That interrogation room that I skipped, maybe it had some Magnum rounds. Oopsie. Well, I mean, it's not technically too late now, but... Okay. So you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and suit up because you guys know there's a boss battle coming up. Like, it's gonna be pretty obvious. So we're gonna take the Magnum. And I want some heals. Okay. I'll bring the plugs later when I've finished fighting. Okay. I'm gonna start with the Magnum and then finish him off with the shotty. You know, the thing that crawled out of Ben and slithered away that Leon could have easily just stomped on. Check this out. That's the thing. When I first played this game, I didn't even know that was the same thing, but somebody told me one time and I said, oh shit, that's crazy. It's supposed to show you how mutagenic, if you will, this G-Virus is. Like, it's crazy. Three, fuck. They're on my crotch, there we go. They're on my crotch again. Get off me. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh boy. I can survive that, can I? Oh boy. I'm gonna run out of here really quick. He's dead. But I don't want to deal with those little things. How much do you want to bet that the whole enemy bursting out of you was heavily inspired by Alien? I'm gonna bet dollars to donuts that was the main inspiration for that. And I guess it helps that I actually, you know how sad is this? I actually just saw the movie the other day. The second movie. My very first time watching it start to finish. Just the other day. And I'm like, oh my god. Like this iconic James Cameron film. I'm gonna take this and heal too. And I finally got around to watching it. How sad is that? But it's good. It's good. Okay, so we're good. Do I want the shotgun? No, I really don't. I'm gonna stick with this for now. I mean, even though, you know, I'll have a ton of space once I finish using the plugs. But I think I should be alright. I like to call this the midway point of the game, but I think I'm actually a little bit past the midway point of it. Alright, so this is the door that watchman was talking about. Okay, king plug, blah, 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 blah. So this is just outright. They could have done an interesting puzzle with this. Like, you have to know a little bit about chess to match the pieces properly, but I guess not. I mean, don't get me wrong, the puzzles are okay in this game. Definitely the puzzles in Resident Evil. I'm trying to think, I'm thinking in which classic Resident Evil game had the best puzzles? I'm gonna have to say the remake.
What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got bent.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way, you know.
Trying to figure out what the hell kind of hairstyle Ada has. It's like very asymmetrical. So anyway, like the 6th movie, Resident Evil, it's gonna be the final movie in the game, in the series. They keep saying that every single time, like they're pulling a Hideo Kojima. Every single Metal Gear Solid game was gonna be the final Metal Gear Solid game. But the 6th game is, the 6th movie, rather, is actually supposed to be the final movie. At least that's what I hear. Wait, hang on a second. Before I do anything... Okay, so we... Oh, there's a file here. Hang on. Let's read it. Sewer Manager Facts. On the 1st and 3rd Wednesdays of the month, Angelica Margaret, Chief of Maintenance, will make use of the facilities. Be sure to reduce the moisture levels in the facility by activating the fan, as the equipment she will be using is susceptible to the effects of water vapors. On the 28th of every month, the chemical transporter Don Weller will use the facility. The chemicals he will be transporting are extremely volatile. Extreme caution should be observed throughout their transport. On the 6th and 16th of every month, Police Chief Brian Irons will visit the facility to attend the regular meetings that take place in the lab. On the 4th Friday of every other month, William Birkin will use the facility to conduct a training seminar for the Chicago branch of Umbrella Inc. As the probability of an attack upon Dr. Birkin will be high, take every measure conceivable to guard his life. You will be informed of all other potential visitors and the times they will arrive as needed. Guide these individuals to their destination safely. We expect nothing but the best from you. Secretary Chief, Umbrella Headquarters. Okay. So it's the sewer manager's job to protect people? Like, shouldn't like whoever's writing that fax to this person supply the security for William Birkin? I don't know, I found that weird. I don't know. Oh god, this is so dark. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and light this up. Okay. And finally, what's going on here? There go the Magnum rounds. So we're gonna start to collect some of those. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I probably should have paid a visit to that interrogation room just to show you guys what was in there, and myself, of course. I'm pretty sure there were Magnum rounds in there, but I'm not certain at the moment. I think that's it. That's all that's in here. But it's good. Got some bullets going on. Okay, I'm gonna go back up here. Ooh, okay, I know what to do now. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these off. I don't need them at the moment, I don't think. No. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm definitely gonna conserve my... You know, I'll take the shotgun just in case. And some... I should always carry an herb with me. I gotta follow that. And besides that, I'm going to need the valve handle. So I'm gonna take that now. I think I'm good to go, so let's just keep going. Oh. I'm so accustomed to escort missions where you have to wait for the person to come to you that I forget you don't have to worry about Ada so much.
Ada! Heads up!
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
I seriously have to admire the balls on Ada. I'm gonna go right after a woman who's clearly shooting at me. Yeah, that'll work. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. But then again, a lot of things don't make any sense to me. So let's see. We go up the ladder. Here we go. I remember when I first played this game, I got lost in this area. Of all the areas, not the police station so much. I was able to figure out how to get around the police station, but the sewers confused the hell out of me. And I actually got a walkthrough because I got confused by the sewers. Don't ask, it just happened.
Don't move. You're the one who was with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself. Ada Wong. Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe. How did you know? Who are you? Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus. William Birkin. What? John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me. G-virus? It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus. Then that must mean the creature in the police department is... precisely my husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop! You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William! Oh my! Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
She didn't run into those guys. Okay.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body? The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! You son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus. As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. Even worse, every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other creatures. And create offspring. No. Too bad.
So I have a lot of questions about that scene. First of all those Umbrella agents, were they all voiced by the same dude? Like, they had the same voice. Secondly, those rats, were they eating the G-Virus? No, it had to be the T-Virus, because if not, you would have all sorts of those G embryo type things running around. That doesn't seem to be the case. Like, I don't get it. That cutscene is awesome, but there's a lot of like questions.
Ada?
Jesus Christ, this dude running around. Check this out. Look at the status. Fine. Not shot, not, oh shit, I'm in pain. No, he's just fine. Damn, he's better. This dude being shot up is better than me on most of my healthy days, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty impressive. Okay. So this is exactly the way Ada went, but here's the problem. The fan, you see how the fan is spinning now? So I can't go through there. So we're gonna just, these look like some of the agents that were in that cutscene. And another question, which one of these is Hunk? Hunk is one of these Umbrella agents, and he actually wakes up, and you have that fourth survivor scenario that you can play, along with like Tofu, this other thing. I played a little bit of the Fourth Survivor. It's kind of cool. It's hard. It's not that bad, but it's a little tough, you know. Oh God. Hey, relax. Freaking spiders. I don't get like the sort of the inconsistencies with how the virus affects different organisms. Like, you know, the T virus, for example, affects humans by turning them into zombies, you know what I mean? And then the T virus just makes the spiders bigger? I don't get it. Oh shoot, hang on a second. You know what I just realized? Jesus. I'm out of space. Well, no. I can make this work, watch. Just have to combine all these together. Oops. 'Cause I want to pick all this up, I really do. So it's like, you know, the more I play this game, and the more I kind of play the Resident Evil series, it's just kind of like there's a lot of like missing elements, or maybe you can call them plot holes or something. Things that just never made any sense to me. Like I said, that file is bothering me. The file that Ben had, that Ben hands to you before he dies, where it's like William said, oh, you know, I want to be in the executive something of Umbrella, but Umbrella's after him for his G-Virus. So he's kind of, did he go rogue at one point? Like, what's that about? Like, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. And that's what got him killed. His research on the G-Virus. Umbrella came after him, and they shot him. And, well, he's not dead, actually. He's just a little souped up on the G-Virus. Oh, by the way, this was massively fun, this part, with the knife-only run. If I'm not mistaken, you have to stab this alligator like 28 times. Yeah, that's a load of joy right there. Okay. Thankfully, this is not a knife-only run. Jesus, never again. Just gonna do that. You know you want this. It's like a Tootsie Roll. Come on. Eat it. That is satisfying. My gosh. Yeah, it was like, what, 28 or something times that you had to stab this thing. It was crazy. Seriously, my hat's off to people that can do a knife-only run. Oh, I didn't realize I had control of the game.
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up.
I'll patch you up. I bet she will.
That's two, I
Oh, she did.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
I'm sorry, but I like how Leon just pretends to be like concerned. What? Meanwhile, he's like, oh yeah? I have a chance? This game is so... Like, this game is rated M for mature, and yet it's so freaking tame. It's unbelievable. There's no cursing in this game. And the gore... Well, there is some gore in this game. There's actually a file here. Let's read it. Sewer Manager Diary. Everybody has a freaking diary. It's been a while, but I saw Don today, and we talked after completing our work. He told me he'd been sick in bed until yesterday. Really doesn't come as much of a surprise given how long he's been working here. He was sweating like a horse and kept scratching his body while we were talking. I asked if he was hot, but he just looked at me funny. What's wrong with him anyway? July 7th. Chief Irons has been visiting the lab quite often lately. I don't know what he's doing over there, but he always looks grim. The expression on his face has been even more unsettling than usual. My guess is that it's because of Dr. Birkin's impossible requests. The chief has my sympathies, though. After all he's done for this town, he doesn't deserve this. I rarely drink because I'm on the graveyard shift, but I don't suppose I have much to complain about since this is how I make my living. August 16th. Chief Irons came in late today, looking grimmer than his usual self. I tried to joke with him to cheer him up, but he wasn't amused. He pulled his gun and threatened to shoot me. I was able to calm him down, but that guy must have some serious problems. He knows he can't enter the lab without my help and my medal. This is what it means this is what it means for the chief to serve and protect. August 21st. William informed me that the police and media have begun their investigation on Umbrella's affairs. He said that the investigation will be citywide and that there is a possibility they'll even search through the sewers. He asked me to suspend all Umbrella sewer facility operations until the investigation has concluded. The sewer will still be used for passage, but he stressed that I have to be extremely cautious and that I'd lose my job if anyone finds out about this operation. So all of that was just to tell you that he has a medal that you could easily see because it's a low-res item. So you got the sewers involved, you got this lab, you got the police involved. That's how you do it. If you want to run a corrupt, illegal, unethical experiment, that's how you do it. That's it. It's a ventilation slot. That doesn't really look like a slot to me, but you know what, just go with it. So actually, believe it or not, the sewers are it's a pretty short level. We're actually almost out of here. And then it's on to the next place. And I never really knew how old Leon and Claire were. Because when I got this game, I was, 13 years old, something like this. And, well, sucks to be you, Ada. Good luck on that. So you know how when you're a kid, anybody who's older than you, they seem so mature for the most part. I do have to add that little disclaimer. But, so I didn't know how old Leon or Claire were. And then I realized Leon is 21 or something, and Claire is 19. I didn't know. They seem so mature for their age. When I was those ages, Jesus. Forget about it. There'd be no way I'd do even half of what they do here. And to be fair, I think 19 and 21-year-olds now probably would be in the same boat that I was. What is this? Where am I? It's like these sort of weird locales. Okay, now, is there anything on this? Nothing. The camera, there's a unique camera angle to that, so I would think that there was something there, but there's not. Skytram. Where's the sky? We're underground. Okay. False advertising. Believe it or not, this is actually the home stretch of the game. It's crazy, right? These games used to feel so long. I don't know. I guess if you don't know what you're doing, then of course, you could spend hours in the police station. Hey, hi. Oh shit. It's a good thing he telegraphs where he's gonna be. It makes this part even easier. And I always found this part strange because when you play as Claire, you don't get this part at all. At least Ada helps you a little bit. Ooh, he dropped a finger. That's disgusting. Well, that's that. That was rather uneventful. Like I said, yeah, when you play, you'll see. In my Claire B scenario, you don't get that part. It just automatically skips you to the end of the tram, right? A flare gun. I need something. Why would somebody need a flare gun down here? I don't get it. Oh, I better reload my gun. If I'm not mistaken, I think you have to light that flare gun so you can see this key, and I highly recommend getting that. because that will allow you to get an upgrade to your Magnum. So I'm actually going to stop it here, but I'll be back in the next video.